telegram. Okay. Black Moon Lilith in Virgo. Okay. Virgo, the maiden, the virgin. Virgo. This one, yeah. This one is a toughie. Alright, Lilith in Virgo. I would say, because I believe in both Western astrology and I also believe in Eastern astrology. I like to mix the two together. Okay, so the point of what I was trying to say is that I actually have this Lilith in Virgo, but it also could be a Lilith in Libra. I'm an Aries, but sometimes I feel a lot like a Pisces, in fact. So there's an overlap, is the point that I'm trying to get at. Okay, so Lilith in Virgo. In the myth, Lilith was banished to the desert wastelands after leaving the Garden of Eden because she refused to be under Adam's thumb. She's strong. Adam is said to have been created out of pure dust, and Lilith, on the other hand, was created from impure sediment. But they were both created equally. For this reason, Adam thought he was superior to her. I think Adam and Lilith, I think those two were like one of the first twin flame soulmates to have ever existed. They made up a beautiful image of love and were the same soul at opposite polarities. And together they'd create a union, harmony. Lilith and Virgo will be reflected in this particular part of the myth. The feeling of being imperfect, the feeling of being impure. It's funny that these feelings are the most prevalent in, of course, a female sign, a sign represented by the maiden. It is in Virgo that one sees the truth as is, flaws and all, and diligently works to perfect it. Virgo is a dual sign. So you get this very interesting paradox at play with this energy. It's kind of like one must feel very sensitive to feeling unclean in order to be so impeccably polished. Does that not make sense? So, you must be aware of every single little detail, little microbe of, just like a little smudge of my makeup here, and it's not looking right. So, I guess that's where like the dirty mind comes from. It's like another way, I don't mean to be offensive, but like a dirty mind. In order to be so perfect, you must always be on this proactive mindset of like, I'm like getting dirty again, or like imperfect or unhealthy in some way, and I'm catching myself in the habit, you know. It's extremely interesting. Lilith was said to roam the deserts with the wild animals as her company. She was also near the Red Sea, where she would copulate with demons. The word waste has different meanings that I feel resonates with the myth of Lilith. Waste as in wastelands, places of isolation, where it is barren and unhospitable, land unfit for use. Waste as in squandered potential. And lastly, waste as in biological waste, coming from human bodies and trash. Things basically no longer serving a function. Lilith may be seen as someone who wasted her role as Adam's wife by running away from him. which is, ironically enough, it's something twin flames do. It's like a little bit of a dynamic they have. They find each other and they run like hell. It makes sense that Lilith would be related to all these things. Is anything ever truly wasted, though? Surely everything serves a purpose. Even the most insignificant detail has meaning the closer you look. Even the larger scheme of things reveals that it is the details that make up that larger picture. The potential for many to view her as waste and subservient. But I think Lilith in Virgo could see the value in discerning what is needed and what isn't needed. I'd even go so far as to say that she took one for the team by doing this villainous type move, by boldly leaving Adam. Is she a hero or a villain? Lilith in Virgo will really play with that archetype, and it's a little bit of like that Madonna whore thing going on. It's duplicitous. I mean, sometimes like by being the bad guy and by being critical and just being a buzzkill, sometimes we may need a big cold splash of water of just reality of like, oh, that's what's really happening, and you can take it as an opportunity to, as constructive criticism, to learn from it. So are they the bad guy or are they the hero? It's all perception. Lilith in Virgo is dual, so it's pretty hard to tell. It's also, Lilith in Virgo is all about tantric sex, which sometimes entails breaking taboos, which could ultimately be extremely empowering and enlightening. That's my thing on Lilith in Virgo. Thank you for watching. Bye. It's what it is, and it keeps on